Hopefully y'all are doing all right. We're back on a midday, baby. All right, you know how it goes. First, we're doing shout outs. Wherever you're from, shout it out, baby. I want to know who's clocking in today. Who's clocking in? Utah. Say Stormy's from Utah. How you doing, Ocean? You know what time it is. You know what page you're on. Midday in Alabama, it's 8 p.m. Midday? I say good day. Evelyn from Mexico. We got Evelyn down in Mexico. We got to get on later so that we can get the other crowds. I'm getting on too early. I got to get my West Coast people. I got to get my people in other countries. Hey, Florida, North Carolina, Cali. We got the doctor from Cali. Got to make sure you put doctor in the title. You from Virginia? I'm in Virginia too. Ooh, Virginia's in the house. You know it's late. You know you want to be in bed, Virginia. Virginia likes to be in bed by this time, okay? Don't play with Virginians, baby. We love to go to sleep. 8 p.m. hits. It's time to get going. Arizona. What part of Arizona, Carol? ATL. I love ATL. DMV. Oh, you're in Arlington. Yeah. You're about an hour or so from me. I'm in Richmond. Midday in New Zealand. What's up, New Zealand? Stand up. You know how we do it. For those of you that don't know me, I'm your relationship coach, and I help with relationship stuff, dating stuff is what I do. All right, so it looks like we got a question coming in. Girl I was dating for a month became cold. What happened? I don't know. What did you do? Maybe she don't like you no more. Here's the thing. I'm going to be honest. It's a month. Anything can happen, right? If you're dating someone and it's less than 3 months, if it's a month, if it's 2 months, sometimes you just got to let that go, man. That's way too early to say that it's going to be something, right? Now, some people can move that fast. Some people can let it go. But honestly, what I would say from my own personal experience, a month is still in the red zone. You don't know. So honestly, you're still just getting to know them. You don't know them well enough to know what happened, right? They could have gone back to an ex. They could have realized that this ain't it. They might have had an ick. There might have been a deal breaker. There's so many things that could have went wrong. There's no way to know. It's not universal, right? So all you know is that it's too soon. It is too soon. It is too soon. That's why I highly recommend that people don't move too fast in the first month or two. And it's not because there's anything wrong with it. I'm not one of those people that's like, oh, you got to do this rule. You got to stick to the rules. You don't have to do that. I'm just saying, get to know the person, okay? She can see a person change their mind faster than you can. Yeah. It is how it is. It's how it is. You don't know where people are coming from. You don't know if they're even ready to date or if they were just going out because they needed to get over what happened to them. You don't know what state of mind people are in, right? There could be so many possibilities. It's too early. Talk to me when a person's been consistent for 3 months and then they drop you. No, that's wild. 3 or 4 months of consistency, right? They didn't spend a day not talking to you or they every other day. Now that's wild. If you're in a long distance relationship, how do you know when it's time to give up? We've been together a while, and he's very supportive when he's there, but we rarely talk anymore and still haven't met in real life. Well, I would say you're not really together unless you've met. Like, there's such a different dynamic sometimes that comes in when you actually meet in person. You haven't met in person, I'm gonna be honest with you, how do you really know who you're talking to? Now, you can know a lot, don't get me wrong. You can get to know a lot about a person over the phone and talking a lot. But if you haven't been in person, there might be some things that you don't know. Like, you know how many times I've talked to someone over the phone for weeks and then I met up with them in person and they were like totally different? And I was like, wait a minute. You don't know how people are gonna be if they have social anxiety. You don't know their smell. You don't know their quirks. There's certain things, like I remember I talked to someone over the phone and it was fine. I sat in front of them, they kept looking around, because they were a little nervous. This is stuff that you might be missing by not getting them in person, right? So what I would say is for your particular situation, it is high risk. You are in a high risk situation. You haven't met the person, it's long distance, and you don't hear from them. And you're being loyal to that situation, that's a lot. That's a lot. I'm sorry. Might wanna be careful. If a woman is successful and attractive, will men still be interested if she has children, specifically men of quality? So here's the thing. Not every man is attracted to women that have kids. But there are men that are attracted to women with kids. There are some men that don't care. I know some men that have quality, that are, objectively attractive, that still would date a woman with a child, right? So this message they're putting out on the internet, like every woman, like, because they say that a lot on the internet. They're like, oh, if you got kids, it's never gonna happen. It's over for you. That's not always true, right? That's not always true. But what I would say is, at the end of the day, what we all can afford to do is not be too superficial when we're picking someone, right? The less superficial we are when we're picking a person, it could possibly be better for us in the long run. That's what I see happen in general. Oh, they don't look the way I want them to. They don't have the money. They don't have the things and blah, blah, blah. And, it's like you want someone to love you. It's important to have someone that loves you, that cares about you, that wants to be, that wants you to succeed, right? That doesn't want to let you down. Together and separated. Now, how do you feel if you were with someone on and off for 3 years, lived together and separated, now want to rebuild? I think you guys are very confused. And I would consider counseling. Because on and off for all that time and you keep doing the same runaround, like, I'm not sure if this is a serious thing, because how is this still happening? I would say if I were you guys, I would get coaching or counseling. You can get it from me. But I would find out like what the deal is, because that's a lot. That's a lot of splitting up. And you might be wasting your time. I have 3 and keep seeing that, so it's frustrating. Well, I mean, how old are they? How old are they? There is 25 in here. We can all get them this likes up working together. Yes, please get my likes up on TikTok. I normally don't go on late at night, so that's normally what happens. Earlier today, I was like maxing out 100. It's like time of day, but I'm trying to do nights now. We're doing nights too, right? That's a hustle, baby. Four, 6, and 9. Well, if they're little kids, that sets it up a little differently, right? Because there is a pull. And it's not that there's anything wrong with you having kids, but little kids, you have to dedicate a certain amount of time to, right? You have to be there. You got to watch their every step. You got to hire babysitters. So it's not that they don't like the kids per se. It's that there is a pull. And for you to make time for them means it's going to be a little bit difficult to date and make time together, right? So some men probably wouldn't want to go through that as much, but it doesn't mean that you're out the game. So what I would say is, maybe it's just something to keep in mind, that they're a priority, as they should be. They're children, they're wonderful creatures, and we should give them all the love in the world. And no one would want to shorthand that. But we have to understand the dating field is very particular, right? A lot of people are very selfish minded to begin with. Everyone's thinking about what you can do for them. So when they see kids, little kids, they're thinking, you got to take care of them. That's going to take priority over me. You see what I'm saying? So maybe keep that in mind, because it doesn't mean that there's anything wrong. It's just like, how are you going to accommodate realistically? How to handle a long distance relationship, and he says he wants to marry you after talking for about 7 months. Well, 7 months is not, well, hold on. How much time have you spent together? 7 months isn't a bad amount of time to say, I could marry you. Like, honestly, I think 6 to 7 months, you should know. So for those of you out here saying, we're going to take years, you're wasting your time. I'm sorry, come at me. Because that's wild. Like, years? Yo, I know in a month if I'm not feeling this. I know in 2 to 3 months. What you talking about years? We're just using each other at that point. We leave after 3 years, that's nuts. And let me tell you, here's what I'm going to tell you that no one will tell you, but I'm honest. Most of the couples that say, we broke up after a 3 to 4 year relationship, they knew it. They knew something was wrong earlier. They knew something was wrong earlier. They just kept letting it go. I'm not in the business of wasting time. As a relationship coach, I'm making sure your time is well spent. Forget that wasting time stuff, man. You're not in this house. I'm coming after you. Boris Cujo look-alike? That's crazy. He's a good-looking dude. I don't know about that. That's a good-looking dude. But thank you. That's a compliment. That's a compliment. Asking for a friend. After 4 months of dating, is it normal to still not be introduced to any of his friends? Not even one. But he's nice and sweet and loyal. He's not calling it a relationship yet. So here's the thing. What's considered normal or abnormal ranges from person to person, right? That might be normal to him. But what I would say is, what really matters is she creating requirements? Because right now it sounds like he's in control, right? He's the one saying, oh, well, you gotta, she's like, when am I gonna meet your friends? It shouldn't be this like, when am I gonna get to the next level with you, right? There should be a mutual rhythm. So what I would say to her is, did she do more than him? And that's why she wants to get it further? Because what she should be doing is repositioning herself and saying, okay, well, I haven't met his friends, so he's not gonna get a certain amount of time with me, right? Like, oh, I haven't gotten to a certain place. You know, I'm not gonna give him but so much of my energy. She needs to pull back. And if she feels like he's not bringing her around or he's keeping her kind of hidden, then she needs to follow that energy, right? Because if she's like sitting there waiting and she's not even in a relationship, that's what I'm saying. Like that, she needs to not be in a waiting position. She needs to be in a position where she's entertaining other people, and the one who shows her the most consistency and most energy is the one to qualify, and he's gonna get beaten out the box. We gotta play this thing like The Bachelorette. My ex did not meet my family 4 years into it because look, now he is my ex. Y'all dated for 4 years. Like, I know there were red flags. I already know. What about a year of talking with no date and only texting? You're wasting your time, Rose. You are wasting your time. Like, what did I say about that? We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna come at you straight. You are wasting all of your time. Because let me tell you something, guys know what they want. They know it in less than a month. They know it in less than a week. They know. They can look at you and just be like, that's it. So you dating people with red flags for years, and you're playing with fire, right? Because you can date people with red flags. You can. You can date people that have these issues. But you are playing with your emotions. Because the more you invest in this person, the more you sleep with this person, the more you kiss them, the more you get intimate, the more you introduce them into your life, you are going to get attached. And then the more you get attached, the harder it is to leave. And then when you leave, you gotta heal from it. Do you know how much you gotta go through? Y'all gotta stop committing to people just because they're there. Just because they make you feel a little something. You gotta learn how to keep it at a distance. No matter how I feel, I gotta keep you at a distance because this is weird, right? If you are patient and you learn to just wait a little longer, right? Because let me tell you, man, there's so many people that spend years of their lives dating people with red flags just because they want to have someone. Just because they want to have someone. They spend 10 years and then they're like, now I got to heal from 10 years. I'm trying to save this. It's overwhelmingly difficult to offer absolution and forgiveness to someone who isn't asking a worthy. How do you overcome this? You and I have to talk. I remember you. I gotta send you something because you've been sending me a lot of different things. We have business together, equal partners, but his behavior has changed in our relationship. He's pulled back, lying, and being disrespectful. How can I break up but keep working together? You'll have to talk to me. Send me a DM. Evening. Hello, British. Thank you, girl. She said, great advice. Wait till you see Wednesday. For those of you who are in and locked in on Wednesday, I'm so excited for you guys because I got some stuff for you. I'm going to teach you exactly what a narcissist thinks and how they keep you on the ropes and how they bring you into the relationship. I'm going to go through it heavy. So just wait. Just wait till Wednesday. For those of you who haven't signed up, you can still sign up. There's still a few spots. Go ahead and send me a DM. How do I bring up the whole, what are we? We've been dating for 4 or 5 months. Situation without sounding needy. How do you approach that conversation? You need to message me. I'm not going to give that answer on here. That's a good question. That's a really good question. I almost gave you that. You got to join the group. If you join the group, I will put that down as one of the questions I will answer Wednesday evening. How do you bring up the what are we conversation? What is the best way to make sure that you're making that clear without actually saying it? How do you do that? I will tell you exactly how to get that done. Follow me up on Wednesday. I'm not going to tell you here. I got the sauce though. I got the sauce. Is a Wednesday class private? Yes, it is. It's for a private group. It's for exclusive members who take this serious. And they get all of the tea. They get all the answers. So if you want, you can send me a DM. We can get you in. See, there's someone who's in the group now. She knows what I'm talking about. People who are actually in the group are on these lives. That's how much they love it. How to let them go after being attacked. You need to see someone. If you have been attacked by your boyfriend and you can't find a way to let him go, you might have something else going on. That's something deeper, and I would recommend you talk to me. Thanks, X. Absolutely. Nice, can't wait. I'm there. Mags, are you in the group? You're in the group, right, Mags? See, people in here are from the group. See, that's when you know it's love. That's when you know it's love. People from the group are in the chat right now. We can't get enough of each. We have love so much. Whoa. What's going on here? I'm looking at people who are DMing me now. This will be my first one this Wednesday. Yeah, you in here. Just wait. All of you, I can't wait. DM me to find out everything. The group announced you live now. What? That's crazy. That's because we're a team. You know, at the end of the day, we're a family, we're a team, and we're supportive of each other, right? I love this group. Alrighty then. I see people are sending me stuff, so I'm gonna answer this real quick. Whoa. Let's do it. I'm getting more DMs right now. Everyone's joining the group. So everyone that's not in there, make sure you get in there. We got people from the group in the chat that are supportive because we get more time. We get private time and TikTok doesn't try to like steal my time away. Hold on. All right, let's go. More questions. New here, what is this group? This is an exclusive group for serious members. We're gonna talk about how to bring up the what are we question, and we're gonna talk about narcissists and what they think, how they think, and how they get you to fall in love in the relationship and how they get you on your toes. And I'm gonna teach you what to say. That's the biggest thing. I'm gonna let you know how to reply, what to say, and how to turn the tables on them. That's this Wednesday. All right, replying to people in DMs. I'm learning in the group. That's right, you're learning. Send me a DM. Send me a DM. I'll break it down for you. She said I'm living it. All right, let's go. More dating and relationship questions. They put in the chat that I was on live. That's crazy. Oh yeah. She announced me. But you know what's funny? Like I said, ladies, guys know. Guys know very early what they want. So this idea that they're taking their time and they're making you wait and they're making you feel like that. You ordered my book? That's crazy. Thank you. Send me a picture of you in the book when you get it and I'll post it. This will be good. Was already planning that. See, that's how you know we're on the same page, girl. But yeah, people know. So the thing is, you want to try. And some of us have anxious attachment, right? When you get anxiety because someone doesn't give you a certain kind of energy when you start to feel attached. That's something to consider, right? Wow, wow. Hold on. Gotcha. Hold on. I'm sending you a message, Lynette. All right, Lynette, I just messaged you back. I just messaged you back. Let's see. All right, I met my husband at 15 and we got married at 32. Should have known. Did it. Did it. You did it? Okay. Southside girl, I got you on here. Wait, what? Oh, it's weird because it calls you Marna on Instagram and it calls you Southside girl. It calls you like it's like two different names. You did it? Send me your phone number so I can enter you in. Your name is Marna? Did I say that right? Marna? I DM you, but don't read it out loud, please. I won't put you out on Front Street. My message is on your email. I still need to get to that. Yeah, I had to run to, I did boxing and stuff today. My day is like jam packed with like sessions. But yes, I am going to get to that tonight. Because we got to talk. Working hard as usual. Yes, we got to. Want to try a long distance relationship? Any advice? If you don't have an end goal, it won't work. If you don't have an end goal, it won't work. Long distance relationships need end goals. Hold on. Whoa. I'm getting everybody what they need. Everyone that's messaging me, well, we got a few spots. I can't enter everybody. Got you loud and clear. Thanks. Absolutely. And Marna, don't forget to send me your phone number. Proud of you, man. Thank you, man. What? Oh, that's crazy. My laptop is dinging text messages. Sharing information about your man with your best friends. You need to be really careful. That's crazy. My boxing trainer just got on my live. His name is Do It Fitness LLC. If you ever want to get into some boxing and you're in the Richmond area, definitely get in touch with that man. He's the man. Yeah, he's got me out here. You want to be careful with sharing information about your man with your best friends because if you share the bad stuff, you don't know if they're jealous. You don't know if they're going to be bad. Sometimes we think we know our friends. Sometimes they out to get us. And see, just make sure that to be careful about the bad information. And that's both ways. Men, be careful about Men, be careful about sharing bad information about your girlfriend. Women, be careful about sharing bad information about your boyfriend. Because we have to remember, your friends are not in love with them like you are. So even though they're bad sometimes, it may be colored by your idea of love for them. So even though they're bad, for you, it's not going to be that bad because you have love. So make sure you don't share something unless you're really, really concerned, right? And go to a therapist or a counselor or a coach named Xavier. You should go there first. So otherwise, try to share like positive stuff, try to keep it positive. What about the other end? I share good info, but my friend seems a little too interested in my man. Then I would stop telling her stuff. If I feel like she's a little too interested, I'll be like, you know what? Like, I'm honestly, my dude's girls, I don't know that much about them, right? I don't know about their personal life. To be honest, I don't care. That's their girlfriend. What do I care? I just want to know that when we hang out, we cool, right? That's it. Like, that's all. Like, there's no reason for me to know that much about my friend's girlfriend. I don't know what that's gonna do for me. Yeah, I would not share information. That's wild. She out to get you. You know what she's gonna do? You're gonna say something, and she's gonna go around your back, and she's gonna tell him everything to try to get with him. She's gonna be like, you know what she told me? She told me everything. She told me the good, the bad, the ugly. I know everything about you. Start making up lies. Why she ask his size? Because she trying to vision the man. She's trying to get a vision of your man. She wants to know the whole thing. I mean, guys do it too, Guys will be like, yo, but like, what's it like? She got a boyfriend and she's still asking? She's probably a freak. She sounds like a freak. She probably into more than one person at a time. Some people are like that though. Some people are like that. They like to jump around a little bit, She's just showing you. She probably trying to be a swinger. You're entering swinger territory. She's about to be like, really? He's like that? Well, my boyfriend's like this. We should all hang out together. Then before you know it, you go to her house and there's upside down pineapples everywhere. Do you get it? Do you get it? We love pineapples. She don't even mention her boyfriend. Yeah. That is funny. What did I scroll into? There's a lady who her friend wants to know about her boyfriend's package. Man, she might not even like her boyfriend like that. She wants yours. Ladies, sometimes y'all gotta watch out for your friends, man. If I can tell you, some of your friends are jealous. Some of your friends are jealous. You gotta be careful. They will stop you from meeting the man that they want. They will start to like scheme on you. They want your man. They out here, and you know what? Some ladies want your man. They don't even want him because they actually want him. They just want to know that they can take him from you. You out there happy, glowing, and all of this. They're like, nuh-uh. Snatch. About me sharing info of my narc, I have a follow-up question. What's your follow-up question? Long ago. I feel like I'm hiding him now. Well, you're not hiding him. You're just keeping it private, right? It's privacy, baby. Do I still listen to their advice? Man, I'm not going to lie. I forgot your question. I forgot what this follow-up is. I lost 2 ride or dies over my ex. They were miserable. I was happy. Mine got snatched, but because he was snatchable, wasn't worth having. Narcissistic mothers will do that too. Yo, that's crazy. I shared info about my narc to friends because she made me think I was nuts. Do I still listen to their advice? I mean, that's the thing. Do you have a diagnosis that this person is a narcissist? And I'm not saying that to invalidate you, but if we start coming up with all of these things that we think they are, I'm not saying that they're not that they're not correct, that you're not correct. But this is when seeing a professional is actually going to help you more than your friends, because sometimes friends are just going to react based off of emotion, which they should do, right? They love you, they're emotionally invested. When you share information about your partner to your friends, sometimes that could be a little bit dangerous, because if they have an emotional investment in you, then they might have a biased opinion, right? Now, unless it's something really crazy, like you're getting abused, you're getting assaulted, stuff like that, then you definitely want to be careful, right? You want to be careful. Oh, I dropped my pen, man. Was told one of her diagnosis is narcissistic sociopath. Wait, is she a narcissist or a sociopath? Sociopath. That's her diagnosis. So then, what are you gonna do? I mean, I guess it's either you deal with it or not. If that's an actual diagnosis, and nothing you could do, right? This person is stuck. I was confused when I was told that. Here's the thing. I want to see papers. I want to see papers. I'm sorry. You can't be like, hey, I'm a narcissist. Show me the diagnosis, right? Show me the diagnosis. Only bring ex or a therapist into issues in your relationship. Yes. Yes. Because I got you covered. Marna, we got you in the group, girl. Congrats. You made it in today. Marna's part of the family, y'all. So for those of you that are from the group, we're going to give her a big welcome. Well, we always do. We always give welcomes. Welcomes. Let's see. Marna. Marna, I have to add you to WhatsApp. She probably doesn't have it. Wait, she got it? No way. Yeah, you're in the group. You have WhatsApp. She said welcome. Krista says welcome. You got family. You're part of the family now. We're highly supportive. We don't like, we help you work through toxic situations. Okay? We make sure you get in healthier situations and maintain it. So this is all you need. This is the family that's gonna keep you. Who is this? I was thinking someone's calling me. You're not calling me. I don't know you. Welcome. See, you're getting welcomes today. Does somebody want to call me on TikTok? I'm open for a call. I'm ready. You know you want to, and I'm ready. Don't talk to strangers, Xavier. What? Hello from Houston. What's up, girl? I want to start dating, but I've been dismissed for not conforming. Huh? For not conforming indoor dates, hookups, late night, etc. I'm healthy and want to stay healthy-minded. Well, have you talked to enough people? Because not everybody wants to do that. So my question would be, have you dated enough people, right? Like, have you entertained enough options? Because if you're just running into that, then that might be a group of people, but I would consider spreading out a little bit and seeing if there are other options, because not everybody wants that, Oh, Mags, you're part of the group. Did you get my dating course, Mags? I kept going back, but not this time. I'm done. Came back to New York. So you left? You left her? Yes, I got the course. Yay! So, yeah. Try changing your area as well. Yeah, no, right. Listen to Kim. She's legit. I have not dive in. See? What you doing, Mags? You out here watching me on here. You should be looking at the course. Who is this? Oh. Is this guy on 2 chats? Yeah, I am. I am on 2 chats. I have Instagram open and TikTok. So yeah, there's people saying stuff on both. Yeah, because if I don't see anything on TikTok, I'm going to go over here. I need energy on TikTok right now. Give me some likes, baby. I want to see likes. Spoil me. Thank you for the likes, by the way, on TikTok. For all of you that are sending me likes on TikTok, just know that you're amazing. Just know that I love you and I appreciate you. And y'all are the most awesomest people to ever live, okay? Everyone that's on here right now, everybody that's on TikTok and on Instagram, you get so much love and you're so amazing. And I appreciate you being here because, believe it or not, you're actually helping my life as well by actively participating. So thank you so much. And just letting you know I'm paying attention. I see y'all. Thank you, Kalitha. Thank you. Oh, she got me 12 roses. She said she want to spoil your boy, and I feel spoiled. Thank you, Kalitha. How do I say it? Is it Kalitha? Kalita? Kalitha? Ah, thank you. Kalitha got the heart. I'm sending you a heart right back. Kalitha said, you're gonna notice me. Thank you so much. Thank you for the likes. Thank you. I see Krista hitting the likes. How do you navigate wanting to heal but being so hurt you are afraid of the process? By talking to someone. Your questions lead me straight to talk to someone. You have deep questions, like deep. They are like, I need to ask you 1,000 questions to figure out how you got here. Pronounce amazing. Ha. Your shirt makes it hard to read the comments. My eyes feel crazy. Yo. Yeah, look, if I hold my shirt like this, you can see the comments better. Yeah, this shirt. No, you tried to get me to take off my shirt. I was like, for a minute, I was like, well, what if I... You're funny. Hey, can you do something with that shirt? It's tough for migraine sufferers. All right. I'm never wearing this shirt again on live again. I'm never wearing this shirt on live again. Just joking. That's funny. I'm going to send you a photo so you can see. That photo's going to give me a headache. I know that photo's going to give me a headache. I'm getting a headache looking at my own comments. Go back to your blue. Yeah, I should go back to my blue. How you think we feel? I just threw it. I just found it in the closet. Do any of y'all want to call me? Do any of y'all want to call me and talk? It's all of y'all? No, see. Oh man. How we call you? You can call me through TikTok, or I could call you. It only works through TikTok. Someone sent me the picture. Kalitha sent me the picture. Oh man, that looks horrible. Seriously, the shirt change it. All right, man. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna be back. I gotta change my shirt. Hold on. I'm changing it. All right. Oh, y'all hung around? This is easier, right? Is this easier? Saw the reflection in the window. No, you didn't. You did? You lying. Who saw it? You lying. Stop. No, you did not. Nah, see, I'm done. I'm done. Y'all gonna get me reported. Anyway, who wants to call? I'm never going on live again. I'm never, hold on. I sent you an invitation. Yo, how fast you got on here?
That was a little crazy. That was quick.
How's it going?
It's okay. Look, it's cool. Look, I'm all about the rainbow, so I wasn't staring. It's fine.
It's all good. So are you like just strictly women or
Well, I have 4 kids, but I've always wasn't really like into that growing up. So I always knew since I was a kid.
okay, okay. So what's going on with you now? Like I've seen you saying some stuff on here. So what's the deal?
Oof, what's my situation? So, long story short, met on TikTok. No more TikTok dating for me, that's for sure. Um, got hit with a lot of, I'm going through this, I'm going through that, and me being the, Captain Save a Chick over here, I would drop everything and leave. And I live in New York, she lives in Alabama. And I would drive out there 17, 18 hours at the drop of a tear. Like, I'd always go out there. After 6 months, um, I moved in, and the lying and everything just started since there. And I left twice, and I just came back again. This was my third time leaving. I came back to New York. Once all my gut feelings came to light and everything that I felt was a lie and was shady, all started coming to light, and I kept catching her lying, and I was like, no, I'm done, because I got tired of investing and pouring into her, and I got nothing poured back into me. So I had to sit there and save me for once. I couldn't save her no more. There is no saving somebody who is not willing to save themselves. So I left. and I'm back in New York now. And then the day I showed up in New York, because I left her June 20th, and the day I showed up back to New York, she happened to show up the next day. She drove all the way here and showed up to my house. But I didn't let her stay, and I told her she had to go back home and I wasn't gonna come back. And she left. She went right back home.
So where you at
And I
now?
started in New York, back at my apartment with my kids. I
Well,
even left my kids.
what?
It was
You left
it
your
was
kids like with your
rough. Oh, my kids. No, my kids are big. My oldest
oh,
is my youngest is 15, and my oldest is gonna be 24.
okay.
So they didn't want to come with me. They knew that I wanted to leave New York for years now, and so they were all okay with it. But then come to find out, they really weren't okay with it. So it's been a struggle. I kind of messed my relationship up with my kids, and I'm working on that. I ghosted everybody. I wouldn't talk to friends. I wouldn't talk to no one. It was kind of like I was isolated, and I didn't even realize that.
Yeah. Because it sounded like you had to invest more into that than maintaining yourself in order for it to work. So the requirements for making it work with her was very high. And it sounds like you didn't get much benefit out of that.
No, I got none. The emotional damage that I've gone through is insane. Like I've never ever had to deal with feeling so broken down and feeling like I'm not worth anything. But if you didn't show up for her, it was like you didn't care. But let's not pay attention to that. I have personal problems going on, but I couldn't even address that because I had to make sure that I was available for her because she needed that at that moment. But then everything that I needed to be addressed just was not important enough.
So are you like done with her now? Like, are you officially
Yeah.
done? Oh,
Yeah, and I started the no contact. Little by little, I started the no contact because it was, unfortunately, like to admit it and say it out loud, the chase that she's giving me, I guess because of childhood trauma, is like, okay, look, somebody is actually looking for me. Somebody actually needs me. But then the reality of it is, you don't really need me for us. You need me just for you.
is it excessive? Is it like
Yeah.
all the time? Okay. And you've let her know that you were done, right?
Yeah.
And she
So I had
still,
to start blocking her. She changed her phone number. I had to block that one. I started blocking on social media, and now it's emails and private calls that keep coming in.
and see, that's when you know there's something wrong because when a person truly loves you, they respect your boundaries, right? So the fact that she's getting, the done, right? And she's still actively overly pursuing you, even though that's against what you want right now, then that's a show that she has a problem, right? Because she's just doing this to resolve her own emotions. She's not actually concerned about how you feel. It's just, I want to feel good. I want to feel better. I don't want to feel like I lost. So I need you to let up and validate me and give me what I want. And that's further confirmation that she's kind of selfish. She's just fighting for that reciprocal feeling again. It's not even about you. Because
Exactly, because even the apologies that I'm getting is just like your video. You know, I'm hurting. I'm hurting so much. I'm sorry that I put you this, but I'm hurting so much. Can we make it work?
no,
So
like
it's all geared to her hurt.
yeah, exactly. It's like I'm not just gonna do this because you're hurting. Like you should have thought about that before you made it so difficult. You know that some people don't even try to get it right until they're on the verge of death. It's like you have to get to a point that you play with your emotions so much, right? That it has to get to a point that it's that bad for you to finally be like, I'm gonna wake up now. But then what happens is those same kinds of people, when you give them what they want and they get that resolve, they're right back to who they were because it was never about actually showing up. It was just fulfilling the feeling. Some people are just feeling fillers, right? They're just like, well, I don't really have an affectionate person. Let me get that. I don't really have this. I just want that. Like, they're not even trying to change their life. Like, there's some people that go on a diet and they actually are willing to make lifestyle changes, right? And there's some people who are like, I just want to diet for this vacation. It's not real. It's like, okay, but you're not actually trying to be healthier. You're just saying, I want to look good for this. And then you go right back to your ways the second you get what you need out of it. That's where we have to figure out, like, what type of people are we dating? Dina, are you, well, she hung up. But you know what I mean.
Yeah, and I think I keep telling her, like, you ruined this. Like, I went back so many times and you just was not present and you wasn't available when I needed you to be honest and loyal. And she tells me, but I made the change, even though I made the change late. It wasn't when you expected, but it's when I was ready. So why doesn't that matter? And I'm like, well, because at that point, I have nothing else to give. I've lost everything because I invested in you and I can't do that anymore. And she's very persistent with saying, well, I decided to make the change. Well, she decided to make the change when the last time I moved out there in May when she proposed to me. And someone told me that was her end goal. That proposal was the end goal because it was like, all right, now I really have you. Now she will never leave me.
Yeah, and some people are like that. Like, typically, it's usually what I've heard more often is marriage, when they sleep with someone. It's like they have this goalpost that once I got this from you, I'm good. I can start to show you my actual face and I can start to relax. I was never actually interested in being this type of person. Believe it or not, there's a lot of people that actually don't care that much about showing up as a partner. They just want to have one. Like there's some dog owners that just want a dog, but they're not actually interested in being a quality owner and making their dogs' lives great.
Damn, that's true.
So, but it because if someone, and that's not to say that you can't date someone who is struggling, but you'll see it, like it'll come so natural to them to just give and to be there for you. It's going to feel weird for them not to do it. But when they're so comfortable with just taking from you, that's not a good person for a relationship.
True, and I used to get hit a lot with well, this really isn't love. If you really love me, then you will do this. If you really love me, you'd come see me. If you really love me, you would fight for me. And I'm like, why would I fight for someone again when there was no fight for me? There was no fight for us. It was just a fight for you.
Yeah, her brain is all twisted up. That's some twisted thinking. That's someone who needs to go somewhere. Like, what? Why can't you give that to yourself?
Facts.
She just wants you to fill all her voids. She's like codependent and greedy. Like, codependent and greedy. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, it was rough. And earlier in your other live, I had mentioned, the guilt because, me always trying to help everyone. Sometimes I feel guilty for leaving because she's hurting, but I'm like, are you really hurting?
Well, here's the thing, and this is where, I've helped a lot of my clients. They have a choice to get out of their hurt. So what I would say is, if you're gonna try to help that feeling you get when you feel like, I feel bad for them because they're hurting. I get told about narcissists all the time. I feel so bad for them. I feel so bad for them. And that pity sometimes makes you go back, right? I'm not saying you will, but it happens with a lot of people. And it reminds me a little bit of like Stockholm syndrome, where it's like, I feel empathy or, pity towards my abuser and my captor. Like, I'm being manipulated in this relationship. And through that manipulation, I actually feel bad, But the thing is, these people know what they're doing. They're choosing the easy way out. They're choosing to manipulate and lie to get quick gratification rewards. And then when they get caught lying, they get upset again because their lies don't work. So then now they're like, it's everyone else's fault. No, it's your fault for not learning how to build better character, for learning how to show up the right way, be honest, and actually take the hard steps of healing and growing as a person, right? So I would say it's understandable to feel bad for their pain, but I also think there's room to maybe more specifically feel bad about the fact that they're so stubborn. Like, what are you doing? Like, you could literally choose to get out of this, and you're choosing to be a brat. You're choosing to be a princess, and you're choosing to make other people's lives hard, and everybody has to serve you because you're on this high horse. How about you learn to improve? And that's what makes me upset is the fact that you're not willing. Like, you could be better. I don't feel, because personally for me, and this might be me because I've been in this field a while, I don't feel bad for your pain if you're choosing it. It's one thing if you're not choosing it. It's one thing if you're like, man, this person hurt me and I didn't see it coming, and I'm a straight up like, I didn't know anything about this. Then I'm like, okay, I got you. Like, you didn't know better. But when you know better and then you're like, but I'm like, what am I feeling bad for? You know, like you did the thing. You got up, you drove back to New York. You were like, I'm gonna get my stuff right because I don't need to be here. See, that's progress. Even if we make a decision that we try to make work, we all do it. At least you came back and you recovered and you're getting it back right. She ain't doing that. Instead, she's just complaining to the wind, hoping that you reinvest and show up and go through all of that mess again.
Yeah, I'm not doing it. I can't do it anymore. I can't feel bad for someone anymore when I needed to be there for me and I lost myself completely in that situation. My own daughter stopped talking to me. She blocked me. My only daughter at that, and I have 4 kids. My second born son stopped talking to me. Like, I literally ruined relationships with my kids, and I never in my life thought that I would ever be that mom that would disappoint my kids to the point where they felt abandoned by me when I've been there their whole lives. Like, I always showed up for them. So that was a big slap in the face, but I have to own that, and now I have to fix it. But they'll never understand what it was like being in a relationship like that, and I hope they never come across a relationship like that. But I take accountability because a long time ago I realized I shouldn't be here, hence why I kept leaving. But I kept being drawn back in. But this time I'm like, no, like, I can't. Like, even right now, she's emailing me, and I'm just like, you've got to be kidding me. Like, this is insane. Like, apparently, if I block her email, then it's just gonna get worse. So it leaves me in a position of, okay, I'm trying to keep the peace, but every time I block her, she's become more persistent. And I can't even tell you how many times I've gotten, those emails or voice recordings of the crying, and I'm not gonna reach out to you no more. This is what you want. I love you. You'll always be there for me, and I'll always be there for you. Let me know when you want me to come pick you up. I'll pick you up.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna reach out to you again. And then a few hours later, I get slammed with like 3 or 4 emails.
Well, she's extremely, compulsive, so she's not doing a good job of regulating herself, which unfortunately may lead to a point that you might have to consider some type of restraining order.
Oh.
Yeah, that sucks. Let me tell you, that sucks. To put a restraining order on an ex, it's already hard enough trying to break up, but then you got to do a restraining order. But here's what I will tell you. There are so many people that didn't put a restraining order on their ex and then they got their houses broken into. That's not unheard of. I hear about that all the time. Either your house gets broken into or they come to your house unannounced and they sit outside. Like, these people will go there. I'm not gonna lie, that sounds like the type of crazy that you're dealing with.
Yeah, we didn't put it past her, like me and my friends. I was like, I have a feeling like she's gonna show up to New York. So when I left her,
Oh, heck
I
yeah.
was with someone else, and she didn't know where I was. She came home to an empty house, like all my stuff was gone. And it caused her to go a little, batshit crazy. But when I finally was able to get back to New York, she showed up the next day. So it's like we were literally traveling at the same time, and I had no idea. Like I went outside, and all of a sudden she's like, "Oh, so you're home?" And I was like, "What? What are you doing here?
Yeah, that's
Like, what
interesting.
are you doing here?" And then she knew, like, she knows, like, I have a big heart, and she knows I raised good kids, and they would have a good heart. She's like, "Well, can I at least just stay for a few hours?" And I was like, "No, I'm not gonna cross my kids' boundaries. Like, I did that long enough while I was with you, and I'm not doing it again. I have to respect my kids' boundaries.
She's
You cannot stay
crazy.
here."
She's
Yeah, and
crazy.
she's like, "Well, let's go for a drive and talk." And I was like, "Absolutely not," because I just had a bad feeling if I would have gotten in the car. I mean, she's never been physically abusive, but I didn't know what her mental state of mind would have been if she would have continuously gotten rejected by me after she drove all this way to come get me. So I was like, absolutely not. So I made her go back home, and she turned around and drove right back to Alabama.
Well, you might be out of the woods. Maybe.
Maybe. I don't know, but it's been a struggle because I'm in a state of what is it called? The state of freeze, I think it's called, or fawn, because I'm just like stuck. Like I don't want to get out the bed. I try to find things to do around the house just to keep me distracted, but then it's like I keep remembering things that we went through, little arguments we had, or our change in behavior, and then now it makes sense. And I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Like, you were acting this way because you probably felt in your mind, well, if I make it seem like we're over, it makes my decisions warranted to go, play the field and do what I want to do, outside of the relationship because we're over.
Yeah.
And it was just a whole manipulative tactic, and I had no idea.
Well, and now you gotta heal from that, you know?
Yeah, I know.
Well, that's okay. You got support here.
I know, I do. Like, your videos would pop up a lot during months of me going back and forth with her, and here I am, long and behold.
Well, I'm glad you got out of it. I'm glad that my videos helped. And I'm glad that we had a chance to speak because you deserve happiness, right? And you shouldn't be in situations like that.
Yeah, so lesson learned for sure. I should have looked at the red flags, but there was more flags than Six Flags, and I don't even like rides, and I was really on a joyful ride that I did not enjoy.
Yeah, you'll be shocked. But yeah, at least now it's like definitely. Now a flag should be like, oh my God, I'm running.
Yeah, absolutely not. I'm like running in the complete opposite direction. I'm just gonna stay in hiding.
Absolutely. Well, it was good talking to you.
You too. Thank you for the invite.
Absolutely. I'm sure we'll be in touch. We'll talk soon.
We will. Thank you.
No problem. All right, bye.
Bye.
Hey, that was fun. So, yeah, ladies, you got to be careful, man, because apparent whichever relationship you're in, a narcissistic type of person, they will come to your house. They will break in your house. Hear me. They will break in your house. They will sit on your lawn. And you know how you know they're more likely to do that? Because they're sending you messages. They're sending you messages no matter how much you try to get them to stop, no matter how much you tell them, no matter how much you know, you let them know that you're not going for that. They don't care. It's really sad. So be careful out there, all right? Like you might think that they love you and they want to be with you, and they're just literally trying to get over on you. By the way, for those of you that are still trying to join the group, because Wednesday night we're going to talk about how to talk to a narcissist or manipulator. We're going to go into it on Wednesday night, 8 p.m. If you want to get in, I got one more spot available. Who is this? I think I'm getting messages now. Oh, someone wants to sign up. No. See, Chris is in the group. She's very supportive. I don't know how you do it, Xavier. It's God. It's all God. Yeah, I don't know either. It feels good. I don't know. It feels good doing this. We're here all night, baby. I think I finally got rid of my narcissistic ex. 35 days of no contact. Woo! But don't underestimate them 35 days. We need to give you a badge. That's what we should start doing in our group. Everyone who stays away from the narcissistic ex, we need to give you a badge. We need to give you a chip of honor for resisting. AA group badge, yeah. I agree. I think that's actually genius. And the longer you go, we got prizes. Yes, I'll take it. You have to be in the group. I don't know. Are you in the group? There's so many people in there at this point. Haha, retreat. Yeah, I know. That keeps coming up. I got to figure that out. Yes, badge. It took your narcissist 3 years to stop? 3 years, man. Yo, these people are crazy. 3 years of constantly chasing someone that doesn't want you is just crazy sauce. Hi, my name is Erica, and I'm a narcoholic. You know, that's actually pretty good. Narcoholic, that actually works. Gosh, I'm so stressed at the moment because I feel like I had a guy that actually loves me, but so far why'd you stop? I've been talking to a guy online every day. He's long distance. When should he want to meet? How long is the distance? How long is your distance? I like that face they do on TikTok sometimes. They be like, 6 hours with a plane. Oh, you guys are like on different sides of the world. 6 hours by plane is no easy trip. Well, how long have you been talking? Here's what I say. If I'm going to entertain someone long distance, I say no more than a month. No more than a month. She said, I should go back to men. How you are hilarious. Are we able to request? Request what? I'm living in Egypt, Africa. Around what time you be here? You be here online. I don't know. I'm on. It's 5:12 a.m. Golly. Maybe I should get on later. My time says I'm Eastern, so it's 10. So it's 10. You want to pin it? Oh, you really want to get on here? You're trying to see me? I appreciate you. She said she's definitely joking. Xavier's a busy man. Man, let me tell you, I'm so glad. Are we able to request to come on live? Yeah, luckily he changed his shirt. Please don't bring that up again. I want to escape that thought, and you brought it back. Hold on, let me, very big. I'm going to call you. Don't say nothing crazy. Don't get me banned. Hani? Hani? Who's Hani? Hey, why you sound so low? Hold on.
Am I low? Sorry. Hi, how are you?
That accent. Are you in the UK?
Yes, I am in the UK.
Man, that is awesome. I wish I had that accent. How are you doing?
I'm alright. You?
I'm doing great. Talk to me. What's going on in your life?
You know what? I've just had some ups and downs. You know, when you, recently I've just moved into the UK. It's been so far in a year. It's not recent. It's a year and more, like 2 months on that. So, trying to find a partner is quite difficult. Being here in the UK, moving from Africa. So, literally, I'm from Botswana. Let me just say that straight. I'm from Botswana and I've moved to the UK like 18 months ago. So it's just been a little bit difficult. So it's just a situation where you like um, can't really identify who is real or not real. Because some people, it's just a matter of, oh, you okay, fine, you just want to meet African ladies, you just want to have a little bit of a chat with an African lady, but then when you try and look back, and it's really just a little bit bland, you don't even know what is going on. Are you real or not? You get what I mean?
You said a lot. So I
Sorry.
don't even know where to start. Do you so
I'm so sorry about that.
no, you're fine. Do you so let me get this straight. You think people just like you because you're African?
Yeah.
How did you get
Kind
that?
of. Sorry?
How did you get that impression? Did they say that?
No, I'm honestly speaking, no, most people do not say that out loud, but there are those just those kind of people who just approach you, and for the fact that you're black and you're from Africa and all kinds, and they'll be like, I really just want to talk to you, understand the kind of life that you've been through and everything, and it just honestly, in my mind, I get confused. You see the face that you're pulling right now?
I'm trying to think of what you're saying.
Exactly. You see the face that you're pulling right now? That's the kind of face that I pull whenever I'm told all that because I get confused. I do not understand what is going on here. Like, what?
Are you on like dating apps?
Yeah, which I do not think is the best idea, honestly.
What part of the UK are you in?
So I'm currently in the Isle of Wight. So it's a little island. Do you know the Isle of Wight?
No. How many
Where are you? Wait, where are you? Because I've gotten this so much that most people do not even know where the Isle of Wight is. So I get so distracted in my mind, being a black woman in Europe, and
are you like the
most
only black person?
no, I'm not. I'm not the only black person there. I've seen a lot of black people in the Isle of Wight, so it's just that I, ouch, I, one thing that I've picked up is just that most people do not even know where the Isle of Wight is.
I know what? I've never heard that word in my life.
Let's take it easy and slowly. Isle of Wight. So the Wight is Wight.
Isle of Wight.
Yes.
I've never heard of that in my life.
Are you serious? Where are you in Europe?
Well, I'm in the US. I'm not in Europe.
Oh, okay. If you are in the US, then I understand. But if it was somebody in Europe, then I would say like How do you not know that?
You thought I was in Europe?
No, no, no. I thought you were in Europe. Sorry, sorry. Yeah.
You know what's funny is most of my following is like literally overseas. Like it's like Africa, Egypt, like Europe. Like it's insane. I'm now it's picking up in the US, but I was like, why is my stuff always overseas? Like, like I had no one in the US for the longest time.
Okay, so yeah, I'm literally in the Isle of Wight. Isle of Wight is just part of Europe. It's literally I can't explain much because you are in US. So, but then if we were to look at Europe, it would be like just a few miles from Southampton and Portsmouth, which maybe you wouldn't understand what I mean when I explain that. You get what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, I do. As a matter of fact, you know what I'm thinking? So here's what we're gonna do for you. If you send me a DM, we're gonna work on getting you the dating course that I have. And I think that might help you.
Just dating calls, honestly. God.
Yeah, see, look, a follower from South Africa, I'm telling you, like, I get so many followers from Africa. I think I must look African. Like, I think some.
I actually do not want anybody from Africa, honestly. So far.
Oh wow. Well, you know what? Let me DM you and we'll talk. We'll talk after this.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay, that's all right.
All right. Well, I'll talk to you later, Henny. All right. Bye.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, I got a lot of followers from Africa. Good to see you, Crystal from South Africa. She said that's a lie. Anywho, yeah, I'm gonna DM her about the course, inspirations and mindset. You want to talk to me? I will add you on. What you want to talk about? By the way, for those of you who want to get into my Wednesday, make sure you send me a DM.
Hello.
Hello, how you doing?
Ah, it's working.
Yes.
Yeah, this is Didi from Sudan, actually.
Yo, what is going on?
Living in Egypt, and forgive me for my English if it's not that right or clear because it's not my first language.
No, you're fine.
Arabic native speaker.
You're doing good.
So pardon me for my not improper maybe or imperfect English. Actually, no, I have catch the vibe that you're American.
You think I'm American? Yeah, that's cool.
Though your name is Javier, right?
Wow, that's what my. So I'm half Puerto Rican, right? And my Puerto Rican side of the family, they call me Javier. That's so weird. I'm not. Yeah, they call me Javier.
Yeah, it's a Latino Spanish name. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I'm very happy that you pop up with the live people here on TikTok while I was browsing something, and I get interested to see who's that person, and then I'm happy that you know about these dating app advices. Apparently, you are into these, so it's kind of for me like a message from universe maybe. Teach me something that I am interested in to know. I'm not young. I look very young all the time, but I'm not young. I'm over 40. Yeah, surprise for everyone. But I am not lucky, let's say, yet to give it to universe to have the long-lasting, proper relationship. Yeah, my standard and stuff are high, above the expectations of most of the ones that would like to talk to me, and I'm not that easy, and I don't know, I just get lost, kind of lost. I try to read about most of let's say self growth, self improvement, like Mel Robinson, Rhonda Byrne, even the law of attraction, like Dr. Joe Dispenza. I read for a lot of ones. Dr. Wayne Dyer. I don't know if you maybe you're more familiar with with those names.
Kinda. But what are you trying to find out?
Like what's wrong with me? You know, I'm not talking about the appearance. It's something must be related to trauma, energy. You know, a couple of things I'm trying to dig deep in, and I could not find any. Trust me, to help me about that. And here, being in Africa, there's so many things that we don't have the very advanced techniques or informations unless if we do Google like me, like or online searching things. Otherwise, no way for me. You know, no way to have anything better. Yeah, and I'm kind of tough as well.
So let me ask you a question. You said you've
Yes.
never had a long lasting relationship.
I long lasting. I mean lifetime.
So what is long lasting? Like how long would that be?
Forever.
Okay.
This is at least this is my intention. You
What's
know?
your longest
Like,
relationship been?
I have 3 years.
So that's pretty long. So you're saying that you want a marriage? Do you want to get married?
Not necessarily. It's a marriage is what is a marriage is as a definition.
That's a
This is
definition.
what I mean. Like I don't stick to any kind of names, let's say, or idioms we put. Marriage for me is a commitment. It's just a commitment, a long-lasting relationship based on devotion and loyalty. That was one as well. It was like that. We separated in a good term actually because he has an ex relationship that result have a daughter, and his daughter was suicidal, kind of, you know, like manipulative lady, young lady, and he's Italian, so no, it's not like our culture, Europeans' culture, maybe Americans as well. I'm not sure. Kids are the parents for us, for them, you know, like they are the controller. So we don't do that as African or as Arab, Middle Eastern. So I'm Arab, I'm African, both. So we parents are the one who destroy, not the opposite.
So okay. So okay. So you want a relationship that lasts forever, but you don't want an official marriage. You just want a relationship that's gonna. What type of relationship do you want it to be?
No. Marriage is one of them. It's not, but not definite for it. You know what I'm saying?
So you don't. You do want a marriage?
Yes, why not?
I thought you just said you didn't.
No, I meant the word is not what the marriage is. Marriage is not marriage is not something that keep people faithful. I could tell you this.
Okay.
That's
So
what I meant.
so you
I'm sorry.
don't like the definition of marriage?
Maybe because of other things that I have experienced. Again, it's kind of trauma or kind of very bad experiences I see from married men and what they're trying. I mean, all types of levels and educations, backgrounds, and they are married and they're trying to talk to me in a certain way.
You said
and,
tribes?
Huh?
You said tribes?
I said different types, different
Oh.
types.
Different types. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Backgrounds, knowledge, nationalities. They are an education, mostly very highly educated, and they are still not faithful. This is also for me in my mind. Maybe this traumatized me. No.
It sounds like you might be apprehensive because of what you've seen and experienced.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you have you ever worked with a therapist or a coach or anything
About
about working through your apprehension, right? Because when we talked about commitment, you said it could be because of the stuff that I've seen, right? My trauma, stuff like that. Um, I
I'm
was
even afraid.
I was asking, have you ever worked through that? Hey, Hannah.
No, I don't know how to or whom to talk to, because here, as I mentioned earlier, in Africa we don't have everything like having these specialists or whatsoever. You know.
Oh, so that's probably the problem then, because it's like if you don't have access, and Crystal said it here in the chat too. She's from South Africa, but if you don't have access to those types of resources, then yeah, I mean, it'll be very difficult to navigate. Like if I didn't have those resources, I wouldn't be able to talk to you like how I'm talking to you right now, to be honest. So maybe that's the first thing, right? Is maybe getting your thoughts aligned on what's happening, and how to,
Exactly.
yeah,
I would like to identify the issue, because this is the first step to get treated, let's say. If we just consider it like a disease, but I need to get treated, I can't be treated without I being diagnosed first by what is wrong there. And I am yet, uh, you know, uh, I'm kind of like off for some time from men, and I'm very romantic as well, but I'm living in my own world, like if he come, he come, he don't, I'm not bothered, like that. And I always trying to look for whoever trying to approach me, like what is his intention, what he has there. In my mind, like what is wrong is he has towards me, and this is wrong. But how to channel, really, I'm not really able to teach myself or to learn by myself everything. There are a few things I already worked on and I found it online, but I couldn't. So if you don't mind, if you can send me a link, please. Kindly, I would very much appreciate it.
yeah. Let me after this, as a matter of fact, because I have you, and let me see if I got, because I just added you and Hanny. So yeah, I'm gonna send you something after this, and we'll see if we can do something together.
Thank you. And lastly, but not the least, around what time you come here online?
Good question. It's all over the place, so I don't know. I would say click the alert button on my TikTok and it'll let you know. But I might start to do more around this time. So, yeah.
Every day, or how often this is?
Good question. I'm gonna try every day. I'm gonna try, but we'll see what happens.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely stay on, and I'll definitely keep you in the loop.
Yeah. Okay.
Absolutely.
And let me share this part with you about the previous lady that she went somewhere in UK, she said, or something, right?
Yes.
I've been to Moscow 3 years ago, Russia, and the people love Africans very much. And it's just about the differences. Maybe this is how they see her, and they even stopped me by basically ladies to take pictures with me as out of admiration, or some lesbians who come and drunk and they want to kiss me and stuff. So it's kind of liking the person, you know what I'm saying? So maybe this is her case, because it's just maybe fewer and they admire as well. And Russia, as a history, at least they never have any kind of racism or something history like the US is, sadly.
Yeah, no, Europe is not, at least from what I heard, Europe doesn't really have racism like that.
Some they do.
Some they do, yeah, but it's
Yeah,
like,
some they do. Polish, they are not terrorists. Some others are not terrorists, but Russian are very much like they love it. So also I have stares all the time. I have a look. I have smiles. Women always try to approach for whatever reason is, even taking pictures. And this is norm. Like when being for them preferred, you know. And this is human nature, you know. In our culture, Africa, especially Africa, as Africans and our culture, we have the tendency to like and love and welcome and warm for you, for white ones. Okay, this is what we have. So every culture have their own, and even me being mingling with others, like East North Africa are different from West or the Mid or South Africa. They also like us more than the other, etc. Everyone having their own. Like this is just human nature, let's say. And she shouldn't have to worry about that. She should just be enjoying the time, at least. Better than to be in a country like they have a weird, not a nice, not a good vibe, let's say. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's interesting.
Yeah, my family in Seattle, by the way, part of my family
Oh,
is,
Seattle.
yeah,
Ain't no black people there.
yeah. I
Like,
don't know.
what? Europe and Seattle? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, I'm not. If I have to choose, I would choose Moscow, of course, and Russian people over America because America is still having the issue. My brother is a very smart, intelligent, international businessman, and he has things as well, and he's sure. So that's not my favorite place, though they are good people. The people are good already, let's say. But the racism and systematically is not that nice. But Europe are not, you know, mostly in most parts.
Yeah.
You should be lucky that she been there than in other countries.
Well, that's
Thank you for your time.
yeah, no, absolutely. I'm gonna get back to answering questions, but it was great talking to you, and thanks for
Yeah.
stopping by.
Bye for now.
All right, bye. All right, so I got a question from Southside Girl 38. Your videos have been such a big help to me. Thank you so much, Brittany. That's so motivational, and I'll make sure to keep posting. Can a man still be kind and treat you well, but still be emotionally unavailable? Yes. Because when he's emotionally unavailable, that doesn't mean he's closing off all the quadrants that he is, right? He might not want to let you in and be vulnerable, but that doesn't mean, I mean, think about it. You go to a restaurant, how many waitresses or waiters treat you nice, but they have no emotional connection to you, right? How many times do you go to certain places and people are willing to help you out, but they don't necessarily want to be romantic with you, or they don't want to be super connected? So I don't have to like fall in love with you to treat you right. You know, I can just treat you right because you're nice and because you're cute and because I like spending time with you. But yeah, guys can do whatever. Like, and I'm sure that there's women that can too. But what I'm telling you is that there are guys that they can do it all. They can play house with you. They can introduce you to their parents. They can do all of these things and make you feel so welcome and loved and blah blah blah, and they literally will not let you in emotionally. So yes, there's guys and girls, by the way, that can do this. So yeah, there's just a people thing, you know. That's why you really want to be careful, and you'll usually know it because they usually tend to be weird about commitment. That's normally a sign. Why so hard for you to commit? I've been told Aquarius women are emotionally unavailable. Yeah, here goes my emotion. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. People are mean, get a dog. Not all people. Not all people. That is not everyone. There's some people out here that are super genuine and that really want to love you and really want to be with somebody, that take it serious. Because believe it or not, bam, there it is, non-committal. See? Yeah. Because commitment is vulnerability. That's some vulnerability for you. Animals are nicer than people, though. Let's be real. Yeah. Yeah, animals are the best thing ever. Hello. Hey, how do you say your name? Moni? Both. Both. That's my next step, getting a pet. Yeah, non-committal energy. That's a way to know that the person's playing around. I just found out my cat is an emotional support cat. She comes to me when I'm crying. Yeah, my dog came to me when I had a panic attack once. I was like, are you her? I don't even know where she is right. Lorelai. Oh, you're in my bed? That goes crazy. My dog is all the way in my bed. Lorelai, come here. They want to see you. What are you doing? You laying in the bed? What are you sleeping for? You always sleep. What's that in your eye? We gotta say hi to the dog at least once for alive. She's like ready to go to sleep. She's like, can I sleep, bro? She just literally jumped in my bed. Everyone's saying hi. See, she's falling asleep right in my hands right now. This is why I don't pick her up, man. She always falls asleep. I should have let her sleep. That was not right. See, this is why I don't like doing this to her. Let me see. How do you break the urge to call or text if you feel the other person won't if you don't? I would say the fact that you are in this arrangement is a bad sign, right? If you feel the other person won't if you don't, are you dating or are you in a relationship? You cuddle that baby, yeah. She is getting the best sleep I've ever seen. She's sleeping like she paid the rent. She sleeps in here like she pays the rent. Xavier, do I have a trauma bond? I don't know. I would have to learn more about you. I only heard your situation. Or do I just feel bad? What's the difference? I'd have to talk to you. We'd have to talk about your past. Because for you to have a trauma bond, that normally means that you experienced trauma in your life and there is some form of healing that you're trying to channel through this person or something like that. It's something along those lines. How do we get alerts when you are on live, someone from your group? Yeah, y'all funny. Talking more about the situation, yes. You have that magic. Yeah, my dog always falls asleep on me. Like every time I pick her up. That's why I don't like picking her up sometimes because she'll just immediately be like, I'm like, what? You're like my dad. My dad, the second he sits down on the couch, I'm like, man, Carrie is here. Hey, Carrie, good to see you. Jewish princess is here. Y'all know each other? Ah, she knows your ex. She knows your ex. Hey, Carrie. Carrie and Katrina, ladies and gentlemen. These are all the people in the group. For those, you dated her too? What on earth is going on? Y'all both dated that same person? And y'all became friends? Yowza. She got it worse. Who dated who first? I'm feeling attached. I'm feeling attachment bond, even though I know reaching out is a bad idea. What you mean? What are you talking about? That's girl power. Y'all are funny. Yours lasted 4 years? Holy smokes. Oh my goodness, what is this fly, yo? I hate flies. She saved me. Unfortunately, that trauma that came with it was horrid. That's crazy. Y'all both dated her. That's so crazy. Yesterday, I told you my ex-boyfriend was still texting his ex-girlfriend, and that's why we broke up. Okay. I remember it now. You got to remind me. I helped Mike get out safely. That's crazy. That's crazy sauce. What is it that was so attractive about her to both of you? Like, I gotta know, like, how does she get that? How does she arrange that? She said, me loves you. You got love. Oh, that's crazy. No. She got diagnosed when we were together because I told her if she didn't get help, it was over. Oh, so she got diagnosed when you were together. Wow, this is so interesting, y'all. It's interesting on TikTok today. It's interesting. She pulled me in by making me feel bad for her. She knew I worked in medical field and was a nice girl. Oh, so she used the pity party. That's a classic manipulation tactic. I used to use that. Let me read what her diagnosis was. I gotta pull it up, man. This is what I hate about TikTok. It's like pulling up old messages. I know it's bad to contact. Moni, you need to talk to me. Moni, go ahead and send me a DM because your situation, we got to talk to you, girl, because you need some help. I got you. Where did you put the diagnosis? Diagnosed we were together. Well, Myra told me it was narcissistic sociopath. I'm not laughing. This question just came way out of left field. With antisocial disorder. She's got 3 disorders? Yo. Yeah, this woman is cooked. She's got more than 3? Yo. I mean, oh my goodness. How is she like functioning? She's probably got to take hella medication. What does a guy really mean when you haven't met but will next day send you a no shirt pic good night? He trying to get the fire started, girl. He trying to find out what's up. He wants one in return. He's trying to start that fire. She has schizophrenic tendencies and quit before they could finish diagnosing. She quit them all. Of course. She had to get out while the going was good. She had to get out while the going was good because, good Lord, she probably heard that 3rd diagnosis and was like, stop. Hey, stop right there. If you put another one on me, I don't know what I'm going to do. You know, I gotta convince myself I'm somewhat normal. This is crazy. Well, I didn't. Well, I didn't send, and we didn't meet, but wish we did. What do you mean? You wish you did? Well, you was trying to get spicy? Were you trying to get spicy? I followed you back, Moni. So you can send me. I didn't send any pic back, but wish we met. I like talking. Well, it sounded like he was trying to get it. You wanted to meet him even though he was trying to get spicy? He was so handsome. So you wanted it. Well, why don't you just call him now? If you trying to get spicy, then get spicy. What's happening? She's like, I miss him. I'm like, go back. What's the tea? There's so much tea in this chat. This chat is going crazy. Xavier, I told you it was a tough situation. Yeah. It sounds like there's a hottie that got you all, you know, that got you. She's got mental health disorders, severe. Sounds like multiple ones. So it's only but so much she can offer, right? And when you leave, she's highly reactive. She's non-regulating. Honestly, yeah. He doesn't even know the tip of the iceberg. There's more. Does she have like BPD? If she's got BPD, then I already know it was crazy. No, didn't want to get spicy, but visit where we have ice cream. Yeah, because he's not trying to go for no ice cream. He's trying to melt the ice cream. I'm back dealing with him screaming at me for putting my tumbler on his cup holder in the car. Insanity. Yeah, I mean, well, is that shocking? I guess. He missed out on a great lady, but I don't move that fast. He wasn't worried about a great lady. You probably are a great lady, but he wasn't worried about that. He was getting spicy. Well, maybe a few spicy kisses, but that's all I'd give that fast. Well, hey, at the same time, it's okay. It sounds like you low-key, like, miss him. Here's the thing, you know? If he was trying to get spicy that quick, I'm pretty sure there wasn't much he could offer, you know? Because the fact that he didn't know you and he was like, let's go, you weren't missing anything. He was in a space in his life where that's all he wanted to pursue. It's got nothing to do with you. Monica's here. Hi, Xavier in chat. How can you tell if he only has eyes for you? Because you won't have to guess. You'll know. It'll be super obvious. Wait, does she have BPD? I never got back to that. You got an email saying you are mine? Yeah. Thanks for confirming my thoughts and thank you. I appreciate hearing it from a guy. Absolutely. Trust me, you're much better off. You're much better off. Honestly, the fact that he did that pretty much, you know what it's like? It's like Baby Reindeer. You know, y'all got Baby Reindeer. Have you seen that show? He should make other women jealous of you, not you jealous of other women. You know, that's a good one. I'll take that one. What if I just need some advice, but I'm not in a relationship? Then you can still get advice. No, not Bambi. There's a show on Netflix called Baby Reindeer, where this woman is like really crazy and she stalks this dude. And he has a trauma bond with her. And there's like all of this craziness because he's crazy, she's crazy, everybody's crazy. And it's actually a really good show. It's kind of twisted. but it actually happened in real life. And they ended up finding the actual woman in real life. And she got on a talk show and she totally contradicted herself. Did y'all see that? Why do men give silent treatment? Because they're trying to control you. I asked him if he was insinuating something by sending that pic. He said, no, I didn't mean that. Then why'd you send it? Yes, that was nuts. And it's based on a true story. Stalker for real. Yeah, did you see the interview? If you saw the interview with the girl from Baby Reindeer, she sounds like it. Like watching she was on the Late Show and she sounded crazy. She was like, I was like, wait, what? This is still happening, baby? Why would a man file for divorce and not let you go? Because it's a tactic. He's trying to make you feel like he would divorce you so that you feel like you're losing him, and then he keeps you because he's bluffing. With Piers Morgan, yes, she was on Piers Morgan. She was on Piers Morgan. She was a whacker. I told him I'm not that kind of lady, so I guess why he unmatched me. He knew he wouldn't get it. Yeah, because you had too much respect for yourself, girl. You can't have too many. You can't have too much respect for yourself. No, guys like that don't like that. That's why they gotta run. A married man is pursuing me. Why do men do that? Because they're whackers. They're terrible. What to do with a hot-tempered man in marriage? Non-violent but angered easily. If he's not going to therapy, then girl, you may want to consider what the hell you're doing here. Because a man who can't control his emotions is a weak man. I'm going to say that and I don't care. A man who cannot control his emotions is a weak, weak, weak man. If he lashes out, raises his voice, acts belligerent, it's only a matter of time before he becomes physically violent. That is not a man. Weak. He is a weakling. So our woman, my fiance just had a whole affair with a married man for the last year. What the heck? So she went both ways? Yeah. I'm sorry, but I just don't have, I don't have respect for men that constantly lose their temper. Yes, but she says she is gay. So she says she's gay, but then she goes both ways? Isn't that like the worst? Like, you know, what kind of lie are you trying to do here? Like, that's so crazy. Were you pissed when you heard that? When you knew that? Like, and my ex contacted her ex. Y'all got the wildest circle. Everybody's had a piece of everybody. I'm playing. Maya's the only one who defended me. Shoot, I mean, at this point, you and Maya are like there. Y'all could trust each other. I hate when a man I'm dating says, oh, let's just go with the flow. To me, that's a red flag. This is why I don't date more than one man now until they commit. Well, you can hang out with them, but you don't have to get like, you don't have to date them. See, like dating sometimes is so serious. You don't have to get like intimate. You don't have to make it romantic. You can just literally get to know each other and hang out as friends and see if he steps up. And then when if he says, let's go with the flow, I would let him know. I would be like, okay, well, we'll be friends. You know, he's going to be like, what? Yeah, you want to go with the flow. And to me, that sounds like something I do with my friends. So until you're ready to not go with the flow, we're friends. And the receipts are valid. Xavier, how do you deal with a man who keeps on lying and acts like you're the crazy one when you catch him? You don't deal with him. You don't. But if you want to know, if you really want to know, sign up for my group. Sign up for my group, send me a DM, get in the group, and I will answer that question. That is part of what we are doing this Wednesday. Y'all are some funny friends. So are y'all besties now? Princess and Myra? Personally, I check out, get away from him, and pray to God I don't lose my temper. What group? I have an exclusive group that is for exclusive members only, where I break down a lot of what I'm talking about on here in a much deeper way. And in there, you get a group meeting every week. And this is where I talk. Like, I give out way more information. And you're seeing people on both sides. They're in the group because it's a lot of people in there. I think we're over like 50, 60 people. It's becoming big. So it's a great place. There is support in there. It's a group chat all throughout the week. There's support. Then we have a meetup every week, and I break this stuff down. This week, we will be discussing how to talk to a narcissist, how to address, those questions like the what are we stuff. I'm going to break all of that down this Wednesday. What are the requirements? Just send me a DM and we'll chat. Everyone who sends me a DM, we'll chat about it. How many men is too many men to date at once? Do you still do one-on-one? Yes, I do. I do. Send me a DM if you want to do that too. How many men is too many? Till you feel like you don't, whatever takes up too much capacity in your life, right? For some people, that's 10. For some people, that's 3 or 4. But I don't think there's really a limit as long as you can handle it. What's the main advice? So I had a friend with benefits, but he wanted a relationship. Why? Because it's really hard to have a sexual relationship with someone for a long time and someone not eventually fall for the other person. We are biologically wired to pair bond with people that we do this with. So if they like you at all more than physical, then it's going to be very hard for them to keep that separate. At some point, someone is going to fall for the other person. That happens a lot, unless you guys are sleeping with other people. What's the main advice you would give to a woman after 12 years of marriage and want to start over? Get help. Don't do it alone. Yeah, you got to be careful with friends with benefits. Friends with benefits is a very risky thing to do. It is so risky. Now, there are a lot of people that can do it, but the thing is, there's an attachment there sometimes. It's biologically programmed. Our brains are programmed. We're creating an extreme dopamine cocktail. Dopamine, endorphins, all of these things are creating a situation in our brains. And then you're creating it consistently. So addiction alone will get you there, right? You start getting addicted, it's not going to be easy, especially if it's good, especially if it feels real good. So just be careful when you're filling in those gaps that you're being, aware of what the repercussions could be. Anyway, this is last call for anyone who wants to join the group. If you want to get into the exclusive group membership, serious people only, this is the time to get it. Make sure you hurry up. Send me a DM and we will talk. Otherwise, I hope you have a great rest of your night. And I will see all of y'all. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. We'll do this again tomorrow. And make sure you reach out. But yes, I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Much love. Bye, y'all.